today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL Preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Zach Wilson and the New York Jets taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
On a warm late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a preseason matchup between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at Week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw again is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Throwing, Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamie Sherwood. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tony Pollard, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And this one is incomplete. A lot of similarities between these two teams, of course, apart from sharing the same stadium. And a lot of the things that they share right now, unfortunately, are not all positive. They were both 4-13 in 2021. And in fact, both share the worst record in the NFL the last 5 years, each going 22-59 and trying to get things turned around. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Ooh, with a juke. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the 1st. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. They'll try to run with Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 8 yards out. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On second and very short, Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Sheldon Rankins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. On third down, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. On the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Powers through him. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Wilson. Open man is Uzomah.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Pollard again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Wilson. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, 52 yards. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Berrios. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, that's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Pollard going to try the right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by the rookie Breece Hall. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Jones throwing on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jordan Akins. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
23 yards on the tuck and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. And pass complete to Moore. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Wilson got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now it's Wilson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Jones over the middle here to Rudolph. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. To Barkley on the check down. Oh, what a move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They go play action with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, 29 yards. And the Jets just continue to roll. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
This is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing again on second down. Jones with a pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. Now Wilson. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets have got it on cruise control. Wilson going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Flushed out right. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as
touchdown, Jets! Corey Davis ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Operating from the gun. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Gano's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, a quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. On second down, it's Coleman. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches, I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. That's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Flacco looking for his first toss. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor, and the pressure gets to him again. Jermaine Johnson, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jets will take over. New York ready to go again offensively. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 43-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Hall on a give up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And able to connect with Barrios. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before.
19 Tiger.
Now Taylor on 1st down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. One last shot for Taylor. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.